All right, hey everyone. So I just finished a run and I thought I might as well take you through my post-run stretching routine and we might even get into a little bit of core. Let's see how it goes. So we for sure want to get into that lower back, into our legs. Just get into a comfortable seated position. You can have your hands on your knees and we're going to do a seated cat-cow. So we're going to breathe in as we push our heart forward, gently lift up your chin slightly. And then breathe out, belly button to spine, and going right into the sunlight. I see the light. Breathe in, come forward. Breathe out and roll that spine. Breathe in and forward. Breathe out and roll. And let's just do some chest rolls here. We're going to put our chest towards our left knee and come then over to the right. And then we can roll ourselves back and then forward. So I go into the dark, I come into the light. And you know what? Life is about embracing the dark and the light because it's all a part of who we are. I didn't know I would get philosophical here. Usually can't help myself. Let's go in the other direction. You know, I've been working on that, working towards embracing all that I am, and sometimes it's a little tough because it's really figuring out what's right and wrong for you, not necessarily what's right and wrong for other people in your life or for society in general. I think we're in a time right now when we need to question all of that so we can find what's right for us. All right, let's just do a little bit of nice neck rolls here too. So we're going to bring our chin to our left shoulder, drop it down all the way to the right, and let's go back down. Use your breath to loosen up. Allow that breath to help your body to fully relax from the work that it's just been through. We also need that self-care. All right, let's move on to our hands and knees tabletop. Chewy, I'm going to have to move you a little bit. Knees shoulder width apart, shoulders stacked above your wrists. Let's breathe in as we drop our belly down, gently look up. Breathe out, belly button to spine. Breathe in and up. Breathe out, belly button to spine. And again, breathe in and up. Breathe out, belly button to spine. Breathe in, neutral spine. Okay, let's breathe in as we lift the left arm up. Roll your wrist one way. Roll it the other way. Let's thread the needle. Bring it all the way through left cheek to the mat. You can take the right hand and place it beside your face. Reach it forward or bring it behind your back. And breathe. Again, use your breath in this gentle twist. Help you to get a little bit deeper, help you to open up your heart towards the ceiling. Plant that hand beside your face, and let's bring that arm up, and then plant it. Let's do it to the other side now. Breathe in and up. Rotate that wrist one way. Roll it the other way. Thread the needle down, cheek to the mat. Let's take that hand, plant it beside the face, unwind as you reach up, and then bring that hand back down. Let's bring ourselves down to our belly. Bring your hands behind, and let's just breathe in and lift your chest up off the ground. A little bit of a lower back strengthener as well. If you wish, you can lift up your legs. Bring your hands to the front, elbows nice and close to the ribs, pushing the tops of your feet down into the mat, opening up your heart, and we're in Spanx Pose. Breathe in and out through your nose as you're opening up your heart. Come on down, bring your hands close to your chest, breathe in and up for Cobra. And breathe out and down. Again, breathe up for Cobra. Breathe out and down. One more time, breathe in and up. And breathe out. Okay, I'm just going to move a little bit further up on my mat. Somehow I got back. All right, you can either just go onto your knees and get yourself up to downward dog, or you can push up to plank and then to downward. Feet can be shoulder width apart, and you can pedal out, stretching out those hamstrings. You can even stay a while on each side. Maybe hold it for 5 or 6 seconds, and then bring it over to the other side. You can tuck that belly in while you're pushing your heart towards your thighs. Maybe one more time each side. Nice. Let's breathe in as we take the right leg up, and then let's bring it towards our hands. You can bring it in between your hands. I tend to put it more towards the right hand. Let's drop the left knee down and come up on that right leg. Gently pushing forward. Let's stretch out that hip flexor. My toes are tucked under at the back, but you can also put your foot flat. So tall spine, lean forward. Let's drop the left hand down. Open up the right arm and your heart to the right. Let's bring that right hand down on the inside of that right foot. I'm going to flatten my back foot. Bring my foot towards the right side of the mat, and we're going to go into dragon here. So you can either stay up on your fingertips or on the palms of your hands, and this might be enough for you. What you can also do is take this right leg and push it out so then that foot is on the blade edge. Now I brought this hand back just so you can see, but otherwise I'm going to put it in line with that foot, and we're opening up that hip. Now you can either stay there or you can go a little bit deeper. You can take blocks or pillows and put them down because you might not be able to bring your forearms right down to the mat, but gauge where your flexibility is right now. And if you want, that foot does not need to stay on the blade edge. You can put that flat as well. So whatever feels best for you. And use your breath to open up that hip. Come on back up. We're going to straighten this right leg. I'm going to bring it more to the center as well, or in a line with my hip. Pushing it forward. Flex that foot. Now, you can have as much of a bend in this knee as whatever you need for today. Breathe in, long spine. Breathe out. Try to get your belly a little bit closer to that thigh. Always listening. You don't want to overstretch it. Listen to your body. Nice. Let's bring that right leg back. And let's bring the left leg forward. So we're going to start in that low lunge. Gently pushing forward to get a nice hip flexor stretch on that right side. Tall spine. And drop the right arm down. Open up the left arm and the heart to the left. Nice gentle twist on that spine, which also helps to detoxify our organs. Wrings them out. Then we're going to bring that hand down to the inside of the left foot. Bring that left foot to the edge of the mat. My foot is flat at this point, and we're in dragon. So you can either have your hands flat on the mat or be up on your fingertips. And again, this might be enough for you. You can just hang out here. Or you can take that left hand and open up that hip. Your foot is on the blade edge. It doesn't have to be. You can choose the level that feels good for you today. Now you can either stay here or yet go even deeper. Either this foot still on the blade edge, or you can flatten it more, or all the way flat, and you aim. You can have pillows or blocks, or simply bring your forearms down to the mat. Now I notice that this forearm isn't all the way down as my right arm was, so it's just showing me that I'm a little bit tighter on this side. Use your breath. Nice. Come on up. You're going to bring this foot a little bit more into the center of the mat. Straighten that leg out. Flex the foot. Again, you can have as much bend in that knee as you need. Breathe in, tall spine. Breathe out. Come a little bit closer to that thigh. Give that thigh some love. It was working. Stretch out those hamstrings right into your glutes. You can just have your neck neutral. You can even offer up some gentle neck rolls if you like. Whatever feels nice for your neck. All right, we can bend that knee again. Bring it back. Let's go on to our backs now. All right, take that right leg, straighten it up, and then let's cross it over that left leg. Now you can take your right hand and either gently just push it outward, and that might be enough for you, or you can bring your hands between your legs and lift it up. Now, if you want, you don't have to do this. You could also lift up your nose and bring that towards your knee. That foot that's out front, we can roll that ankle one way. Roll it the other way. Now, if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can even reach and grab onto your shin. And at any time, you can drop that head and neck down just to allow it to relax. Sometimes I like to add in a bit of a rock and a roll in here. But just pay attention to your spine. Does that feel good for you? Nice. Okay, I'm going to bring that foot down, open up my arms into a T. I'm going to cross that leg over further. And then I'm going to, I was like, which way am I going? Lift up my hips. I'm going to bring them 2 inches to the right, drop them down, lift up the legs, bring them over to the left as I look over the right. If it doesn't feel nice to look over the right shoulder, just keep a neutral neck. You can keep your head looking towards your knees if you like, or just up at the ceiling. Bring those legs back to center. Realign your spine. Uncross your legs. Left leg is up. Cross it over. Again, you might just want to gently push that thigh open, or hands between the legs, lift it up. You can lift your chin up off the ground, your nose towards your knee, or even grab onto your shin. You can add that rocking and rolling if you like. And feel free to have your head back down on the mat. Feel that really nice stretch in your hamstring into your glute. You can drop that foot down, cross that leg over even more, arms out in a T. Lift up that booty, 2 inches to the left, drop it down, lift up those legs. Bring them over to the right and potentially look over that left shoulder. Breathing in and out through your nose. Bring those legs back to center. Realign the spine and uncross your legs. Let's bring our feet nice and close to our bum. You can have your hands just on the mat or grab onto the mat. And you can push your hips up. If you like, you can interlace your fingers and draw them down to the mat, and then you're also getting a really nice shoulder opener. I'm snuggling my wings under my heart, so I'm pushing my heart up and open as well as my hips. Toes are pointed in that direction. They're not going out like a duck. Keeping your head neutral. You can gently look up at the ceiling if you like. Hello, Chewy. You're going to have to lie down, baby, instead of just stare at me. We'll have to get him out of the way. Okay, thanks for the kisses. Okay, Chewy, come on, sit. Sit. Hard to do hand signals when you're lying down on your back. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Okay, so good. Let's bring our feet up into happy baby. You can have your hands on opposite sides of your feet, drawing your knees and your feet towards the mat. You can even add a bit of a rock and roll if your tailbone is flat on the mat. And then it might feel nice. So your tailbone is flat, you don't have the little bumpiness of your spine, right? Now you can always add, thanks Joey, karate baby, where you take turns straightening one leg and straightening the other leg. Now you can either stay in happy baby, or you can have both legs up. I'm going to grab onto my right leg. Now I'm going to drop that left leg down and feel that really nice long stretch at the back of this right leg. You might even want to bring your knee towards your nose towards your knee, and then we can swap. Feel free to keep your head and neck on the mat.
She recently uploaded, dude. Recently uploaded down below. One more. Down there.
No, I didn't.
And then let's move on to our bellies. Okay. You can bend your legs. Grab onto those feet. Now, you can do a version of bow pose. So right now my thighs are right on the ground, and you can keep your thighs on the ground if you like. And just lift your chest up and push your feet into your hands, and then you might be able to lift your thighs up off the ground.
No, those are, yeah, why would you say that?
Oh,
If you can, you can do that, lifting your thighs up, but
Isn't there a result?
pushing those feet into the hands, and then release. Relax in crocodile. Put your hands stacking on top of one another, elbows opposite edges of the mat, forehead down, and breathe. If you have any tightness anywhere in your body still, whatever this means to you, send some breath to that area of your body. And as you breathe out, just picturing it relaxing. Give it permission to fully relax.
If you sign into YouTube when you use it, it'll always save your games, your videos, and it'll know which ones you want to watch.
Nice. Now if you want, you can roll onto your back. Now, you might be interested in Shavasana, you might not be. So if you're not interested in Shavasana, you don't need to complete the end of this, but I recommend it. This is when you can full on sink into your parasympathetic nervous system. We don't do that very often, right? It's a bit of a blanket statement, but the majority of us don't do that very often. I'll just say that. So if you have been having lower back issues, maybe because if you're running, you might want to keep your knees together to touch and your feet at the opposite edges of the mat. Or you can just reach yourself right out. You can even put pillows or blocks under your thighs. Choose where you want to put your hands. You can have them along your sides, or maybe one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And simply take the time right now to breathe in and out through your nose, fully relaxing. Now you can stay here as long as you like. But if you feel the need to get ready and move in and going on with the rest of your day, then you can start wiggling your fingers and toes. You can reach your arms above you, your legs in the opposite direction. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a snuggle and maybe a little bit of a roll. And you can roll over to one side and make your way up to a seated position. So thanks for joining me in my post-run stretching session to get all nice and loose and feel great again. Please send me your comments, and if there are any types of videos you'd like me to create, I would love to hear it. So, and if you want to join one of my online group yoga classes, I would love it. Right now we have Wednesday mornings and Saturday mornings, both Vinyasa Flow, but I also have some live streams available on Tuesdays, Thursdays. Am I missing anything? No. Anyways, feel free to DM me to inquire, and I'd love for you to join. Thanks for watching, everyone.